David Koch explains how you can save your hard-earned dollars at the petrol pump. Figures from the Australian Institute of Petroleum showed that only Canada, Mexico and the US pay less for their petrol, while many countries pay up to twice as much. Local petrol prices have dropped sharply in recent months but are now starting to climb. However, there are still ways for motorists to save money. According to the AIP, about 10 OECD countries are paying $2 a litre or more for their fuel, led by Norway, the Netherlands and Italy. The tax component of this is more than $1.30 a litre, compared with about 50 cents per litre of taxes that Australians pay. Less than 6 OECD countries pay less than $1.50 a litre for petrol, while Australia's average is $1.01. ComSec economist Savant Sebastian says in the past 2 months the average Australian motorist is saving about $20 a month on filling up their car. If you go back just over 12 months, savings are even more substantial at closer to $40 a month, he says. However, it's now very likely that the lows have been reached for a while. Sebastian says, a shift in global sentiment and a 20% surge in the Singapore unleaded price in recent weeks is likely to flow through to Australian pumps. He says, motorists can save money by watching the discounting cycle, which varies between cities but can still deliver prices below cost and up to 30 cents a litre cheaper. Sydney unleaded prices spiked last week to about $1.24 after hitting an 11-year low in recent weeks. Adelaide's been close to $1.20 for a couple of weeks after lows near 90 cents, while Melbourne and Brisbane were still at about $1 last week. Hobart, $1.20 per litre, and Darwin, $1.15 per litre, do not have cycles. Motoring experts say other ways to save include carpooling, going easy on your accelerator and brakes, downsizing to more efficient vehicles, keeping tires inflated correctly and using a bike or bus. And don't forget to shop around. There are plenty of apps and websites today that monitor prices in your city. There's little room for loyalty, and if the cheap fuel is not too far away, go for it. The Australian Competition and Consumer Commission last week reported that Bowser prices in 2015-16 were the lowest in 14 years, but was concerned that motorists were not reaping the full benefits of low global oil prices, because retailers were pocketing extra profit. ACCC Chairman Rod Sims said motorists should shop around and reward those offering the best-priced fuel. The ACCC singled out the Motormouth smartphone app, which since May had allowed motorists to access price information in near real-time following ACCC legal action last year against data providers and petrol retailers. Some motorists have been quick to take advantage of these petrol price apps and are already using them to ensure they are getting the best price when they fill up. This improved price transparency puts pressure on retailers to offer competitive prices at risk customers driving to a petrol station that does. Quote, Sims says, News.com. Our privacy policy includes important information about our collection, use and disclosure of your personal information, including to provide you with targeted content and advertising based on your online activities. It explains that if you do not provide us with information we have requested from you, we may not be able to provide you with the goods and services you require. It also explains how you can access or seek correction of your personal information, how you can complain about a breach of the Australian privacy principles, and how we will deal with a complaint of that nature.